loved to play fight with Lucas because she almost always won. Then the play fighting began. They lunged, tumbled, rolled over in the snow, and got back on their feet. The giant children cheered wildly. Then Lucas fell into a snowbank. Clara pointed her pretend sword at him. Okay, I surrender," Lucas cried. The giants clapped for Clara.
"So can anyone become a Knight Spire?"
Thea asked. Clara brushed the snow from her coat. "No, not just anyone," she answered. "You have to win a game in order to be chosen." Farfalle punched the air with his fists.
"What's so hard about that?" he said. "Games are fun."
Lucas laughed knowingly. "But this game is very different," he said. "The contestants are usually the bravest knights in the land. They have to perform 3 very dangerous tasks. In fact, most players never make it past the first round." Farfalle stopped boxing the air.
"That does sound hard,"
he agreed. Then Lucas hopped to his feet. "And that's why becoming a Knight Spire of Wrenly is such an honor. There are only 12 on their team." As the horn sounded again, Lucas waved to Ruskin and whistled for their horses. "And because this is such an important event, we must take our leave now." Clara nodded as Ruskin flapped his wings excitedly. The giants waved goodbye as Lucas and Clara hopped onto their saddles and slapped their reins. "Hurry!" Clara cried. "We don't want to miss the dubbing of the 13th Knight." Chapter 3. The Prophecy. Lucas and Clara galloped toward the palace gates. Colorful banners flew from the top of every wall and turret. Each one showed the family crest of someone who had come to enter the Knight Spires competition. The children led their horses to the stables. Then they raced to the Great Hall, where all the competitors and their families had gathered. Queen Tasha greeted them as they entered. All the excitement made Lucas wish he could compete. "I would love to become a Knight Spire," he said. "Then I would be the noblest prince ever." Queen Tasha rested her hand on her son's shoulder. "You already are the noblest prince ever," she said. Lucas rolled his eyes. "You have to say that," he said, "because you're my mom." Clara laughed. Then she quickly covered her mouth before the queen heard her. Queen Tasha smiled. "But it's also true," she said. "You're already a great swordsman, and each day you learn how to care for the people of Wrenly, just like your father." Clara nodded. "That's right. Plus one day you'll oversee the kingdom, including the Knight Spires." Lucas blushed. The truth was that he already had perhaps one of the most important roles in the kingdom. Queen Tasha turned her attention to Clara. "And what about you, dear Clara?" she asked. "Have you any thoughts of competing?" Clara breathed deeply. It sounded like such an astounding idea. "Of course, I'd love to," she said, "but I'm still too young." The queen smiled. There was a twinkle in her eye. "Perhaps not," she said. "There has been a prophecy announced while you two were in Flatfrost." Lucas and Clara both raised an eyebrow. "What kind of prophecy?" Lucas asked. The queen stepped back from the crowded reception, and the children followed her. "Well," the queen answered, "the dragons of Crestwood have foretold that this year's search for a Knight Spire would require a broader range of contestants." "Really?" Lucas questioned. "What does it mean when they say a broader range?" Clara asked. The queen held up her hands so she could explain. "The Knight Spires have lowered the age limit for this year's competition," she said. "This will allow more contestants to enter, just as the prophecy foretold." Lucas grabbed